I once stood alone. Now 7-5, 8-5 on Country Charlie. Now 6-5. I once stood alone. They're off. I once stood alone, Buck Wild and Country Charlie in a three-way scramble for early supremacy. Then it's I Am the Mike next, and trailing the field is Praline's Cat. Racing down the backstretch, Buck Wild in between horses. I once stood alone on the outside, and Country Charlie down to the rail. Three of them still trying to sort it out of the pace together. I Am the Mike chases on there from fourth position. Another 8 and 9 back, and Praline's Cat out-kicked. Heading into the turn, I once stood alone, finally disposing of speed rivals, opening up on Country Charlie by a quick 2.5 lengths. Buck Wild is in third. Then it's back to I Am the Mike and double digits back. Praline's Cat trailing the field. Less than 3/8 to go. I once stood alone by 4 from Country Charlie. Then Buck Wild third outside the two path. I Am the Mike and is still well back to Praline's Cat outkicked. A quarter to go at Pimlico, and it's I once stood alone clear by 5 lengths. Country Charlie hot pursuit there second. Shifting into the rail is Buck Wild third. They're coming toward the final furlong. I once stood alone. Angel Cruz in front. Now I once stood alone is kept to task with a solid lead at 6 or so from Country Charlie with a 16th left to run. I once stood alone is all alone. I once stood alone by 5 at the finish, wrapped up at the end to win over Country Charlie, and then it was Buck Wild, and I Am the Mike. Minute 13 4/5, minute 13.98. ELEAZAR reloading. And they're off. Chantilly asks for early speed, so to ELEAZAR. Down to the inside, heads or tails, and the mix two is Sweet Asta right there. And Bowie two-step on the far outside, just a couple of lengths from the front, and Panamine is in the back. Only 5.5 lengths will cover front to back. They're led by ELEAZAR and the back marker Panamine. ELEAZAR's in top. From Chantilly, the lead is a half length as they pass the half-mile pole. Bowie two-step out of the clear, moving just to third position now. Sweet Asta right there fourth. And back to heads or tails is fifth is the favorite. Into the far turn. Has 4 to make up, and Panamine trailing the field. 3/8 from home, ELEAZAR down to the rail, and Chantilly working harder. Bowie two-step cruising up on the far outside. Sweet Asta racing in fourth, and outside is heads or tails, who has to come widest of them all, and Panamine last and wide as well. Into the stretch, a wide open affair. It's Bowie two-step just in front from heads or tails. Panamine toward the center of the track trying to pick up a share. ELEAZAR back on the inside, battling along two with 1 furlong left to go. Heads or tails. Bowie two-step, heads or tails in front as they're close to home now with Horatio Caramanos. Heads or tails by 2 at the finish. Bowie two-step was second, Panamine third, ELEAZAR finished fourth. Set on the turf. Race 3. And they're off. Bodie's Heritage breaks a bit outwards, so too for Sun B. Life, Love, and Laughter, Positive Message, and Sun B on the outside now chasing along third of the opening furlong. Luck in the Dusk has dropped over to save ground there. Back to Bodie's Heritage and My Forever Friend trailing the field, unhurried at the back at about a dozen lengths off the pace. A Positive Message. Positive Message moves along and opens up into the first turn, opens up a 5-length lead. Life, Love, and Laughter and Sun B head-to-head for second and third. Luck in the Dusk just in behind them, taking hold of there in fourth. They're followed by Bodie's Heritage second to last. And trailing is My Forever Friend. Positive Message leading the way under Toledo. The lead is 5 lengths from Life, Love, and Laughter in second, but a solid pace going on this good turf with 5 furlongs left to go. Sun B is in third position. Luck in the Dusk down to the inside. Bodie's Heritage and My Forever Friend trailing the field. Positive Message up front still by 5, heading into the far turn run with a half-mile left to go. It is still Positive Message there by 4. Life, Love, and Laughter has asked the question from second. Sun B, Luck in the Dusk is next, and Bodie's Heritage, My Forever Friend. 3/8 to go. Positive Message. The lead is 3 lengths from Life, Love, and Laughter, and it's a gap of another 3 to Sun B, who's in third position. Luck in the Dusk is next. Back to My Forever Friend and Bodie's Heritage. Top of the lane now, and it's Positive Message who had a big lead, but now Life, Love, and Laughter. Sun B on the outside, they're coming. It's Life, Love, and Laughter. Sun B down to settle it for the furlong left to go. Sun B, Life, Love, and Laughter down to the inside is digging down. Life, Love, and Laughter holding off Sun B for the moment with a 16 to go. Life, Love, and Laughter. Sun B, they're well clear of the others. Life, Love, and Laughter, and Carmanos gets another. Life, Love, and Laughter wins it from Sun B second and Luck in the Dusk third. And next was My Forever Friend and Positive Message. Indicated set for the pick 6. They're off. That is Gold on the outside with a very sharp break, and Betcha by Golly's asked for early speed and gives it along with Volney. On the inside is Fashionata back in fourth position as Betcha by Golly goes on the head in front. Betcha by Golly and Volney, and that there's Gold on the outside. Fashionata races fourth to take it back a little bit there. Another 2.5. Hush Y'all is at the back of the pack. Heading on for the far turn run. Betcha by Golly down to the rail leading the way from Volney about a length in front. That there's Gold on the outside is keeping up as other 2 back to Fashionata and 3 more lengths to Hush Y'all trailing the field. Midway on the turn, 2.5 left to go. It's Betcha by Golly. That there's Gold moves to second. Fashionata has to move forward from the inside in third as they turn for home with a quarter to go at Pimlico. Volney drops back and driving and into the stretch now for a 1.5 left to run. Upper stretch where it's Betcha by Golly in front. Betcha by Golly. That there's Gold out of the center. Near the inside is Fashionata. Fashionata comes off the inside now in between horses, but Betcha by Golly's in front. In front by 2 as they're close to home. Betcha by Golly and Geron Barbosa. It's Betcha by Golly to win. From Fashion Out a second. Dat Dare's Gold was third, and Hush Y'all. And they're off. Crossland and mid-pack aiming off with the lead, and Cash Rock and Imagine It All is right there. The three sort out. Extreme outside is the gray Made to Be Lucky. Moving into fourth, another gray Oro Gris is back in fifth and now passed by Love Machine. The last sip third to last into the turn run. Mineola Mike racing at the back of the pack, and See Out trails the field. Crossland will lead the way. Crossland in front 3/4 of a length. Imagine It All taken back second spot, and Cash Rocket the favorite inside in third. Made to Be Lucky fourth, and Love Machine in between horses. Oro Gris 5 or 6 from speed up ahead, followed by the last sip and See Out, and trailing the field is Mineola Mike. And make their way now, heading with a far turn run with 4.5 furlongs left to go. Crossland still up top there from Imagine It All. Cash Rocket working forward on the inside, a length and 3/4 from the front in third. Next is Love Machine, is in between horses. Made to Be Lucky, Oro Gris. And then the last sip is at an even clip, about 6 from the pace as they round that far turn run. See Out and Mineola Mike still in the back, 3 to go. It's Crossland, well reserved up front. Crossland, see in front, is 3/4 of a length in front from Imagine It All. Cash Rocket down third to the inside as they turn in, and Love Machine's hooked to the far, far outside. They're into the stretch. Crossland reserved so far on the pace, 3/16 to go, trying to find something more. Cash Rocket, the favorite, charges up to take the lead. Here's Cash Rocket. Crossland to the battle on from second spot, then Imagine It All in between horses third. The last sip of the far outside. Cash Rocket, the favorites in to cash in for the win. Sheldon Russell, Cash Rocket. Crossland solid second there, the last sip. Followed by Oro Gris, See Out. And they're off. Fortune's Fool with a good break. Caribbean and Walk Away Joe will settle near the inside. And followed by Ghostlighter and Thundershook is in the back of the pack. Caribbean leads the way. Narrow lead from Fortune's Fool left alongside as they push on toward the turn run. Walk Away Joe, 3 lengths off the early pace. Back to Ghostlighter and Thundershook trailing. Round the turn. And it is Caribbean just up front. Caribbean a half-length lead with 7/8 of a mile left to go from Fortune's Fool in second. Walk Away Joe, well settled in third position. It's another 5 lengths back, and it's Ghostlighter and Thundershook trailing the field. Not much change at all. 3/4 of a mile out from the wire. Caribbean in front from Fortune's Fool. The lead still about a half length as Walk Away Joe is kept close there in third position, is eager to go. Another 3 lengths back. Ghostlighter and Thundershook trails. A run heading on for the far turn now, and it's Caribbean from Fortune's Fool. Caribbean about a length from Fortune's Fool. Walk Away Joe is third to the inside. Another 2.5 lengths back, and it's Ghostlighter. Thundershook from the back of the pack tries to rally now. Thundershook sent along from fourth. Into the far turn, Caribbean gets pressure again from Fortune's Fool, and Thundershook loops around them on the far outside. Walk Away Joe is right there, still with a chance. Fortune's Fool's come away. Caribbean's gone outside as Thundershook, and Walk Away Joe still fighting on to top of the stretch with a quarter of a go. Pimlico, and it's Thundershook. Thundershook turns for home with Fortune's Fool battling hard every step of the way, and Fortune's Fool resilient out of the inside, comes in front again by just a neck from Thundershook to the outside. Walk Away Joe is third past the furlong marker. Thundershook one more try at Fortune's Fool, who's digging hard, and the inside is Fortune's Fool digging. Thundershook on the outside. Thundershook just in front. Thundershook from Fortune's Fool, and then it was Walk Away Joe third and Ghostlighter. And they're off. It's slow to go there is Nicky Bear back of the pack. Spanish Czar firing from the outside gate. Trash Talking Larry in left blank, and Kobe Tuff in the second flight mix. Benny Havens now moving forward 4 deep out of the turn run. Here's Powerback, who's racing in fifth. Drifting out wide there is Jackson Man into the turn run. In the meantime, My Boy Patty is saving ground. So around the turn, it's Spanish Czar leading the way from Benny Havens in the second spot. Kobe Tuff is third and left blank on the inside in fourth. Powerback is in fifth position. My Boy Patty, Trash Talking Larry follow of that. And Jackson Man is now over to the inside, saving ground. Consultant alongside of that runner, about 8 off the pace. Sue Loves Barbados and Nikki Bear and Lifer is trailing the field. Spanish Czar out there. Spanish Czar leads the way. This big long shot heading into the far turn with about a 3-length lead. Benny Havens, Kobe Tough on the inside is right there in the second flight heading into the turn. Power Back is fourth and has run. And 3.5 to 4 off the lead. Here comes Power Back. Bidding on the outside. Left Blank racing down to the inside. My Boy Patty. Jackson Man followed by Trash Talk and Larry. On the outside is Sue Loves Barbados. Consultant drops toward the back of the pack with Liferous and Nikki Bear. They're into the stretch. And here's Benny Havens. Benny Havens takes the lead a furlong out. Benny Havens from Power Back and Kobe Tough to the inside. My Boy Patty way on the far outside. Here comes My Boy Patty at Benny Havens. Benny Havens, My Boy Patty. In between horses, Power Back surging very late on the scene. In between horses, Power Back photo finish up and down. Power Back or My Boy in the gate. And they're off. Alpha Q and Vinny on the outside, heading out for the early lead. Here's Welling from the inside, showing early foot two, and Welling is eager to go. Welling at the rail has grabbed a narrow lead into that first turn here at Pimlico from Alpha Q on the outside second. Vinny settles in third position over to the 2-path. Dream Big Dreams up close, only a couple of lengths off the speed. 7 on the rocks, racing second to last in no hurry at this point, and trailing the field is Badger Tooth. They run now toward that 6 furlong mark on the outside, Alpha Q, and Welling down to the inside. They're the leaders. Alpha Q outside the head in front from Welling, who's willing to come back for more on the inside. And so here's Welling on the inside now, and also Alpha Q the outside, countering right back. Vinny is up close there in third position as they try to slow it up, and Dream Big Dreams and 7 on the rocks. And Badger Tooth is 6th and last. Heading on for the turn, 4 1/2 furlongs left to run. Welling from Alpha Q, Vinny's on the outside. Dream Big Dreams right there down to the inside. Length and a half more, and 7 on the rocks, and Badger Tooth of the 2 in the back. Welling tries to slip away again with 3 1/2 furlongs left around the far turn. Welling striding clear, opening up 2 lengths. On Vinny in the second spot, then 7 on the rocks let loose the far outside, and Alpha Q back 4th down to the inside. Badger Tooth, Dream Big Dreams, No Fire trailing the field under a drive. Quarter to go at Pimlico, and it's Welling who turns for home with that lead. Welling by 3 lengths from Vinny, and 7 on the rocks on the outside. They're followed by Badger Tooth to the furlong marker they roll. And Welling is still there, clear by 3 lengths from 7 on the rocks. It gives a game chase at Welling. Very sharp today under Carlos Lopez. Will score clear by 4. Welling will get it done. 7 on the rocks, and Dream Big Dreams gets up 3rd. Badger Tooth 4th. One out. Had the Notion. And they're off. Willow Moon and Always Something out first for the lead. A Tricky Nicky on the chase, and 'Tis Susan Ann is next, and Had the Notion trailing. Always Something now the speed breaks away 2.5, almost 3 in front from Willow Moon. Gap of 2 and Tricky Nicky is third and tracking that swift pace. At 'Tis Susan Ann is racing fourth with 6 or 7 to make up, and Had the Notion trailing the field. Always Something round that far turn, and a 3-4 length lead from Willow Moon second. Tricky Nicky is in third, and 'Tis Susan Ann driven along there. The 4th spot just off the inside. Had the Notion back of the pack. Top of the stretch, Always Something to one to reel in. Willow Moon is now coming on the outside. Willow Moon targeting that speed of Always Something a furlong out, trying to hold on to the lead. Here's Willow Moon to the outside, and Tricky Nicky is now in third, and 'Tis Susan on the far outside. Coming to the 16th pole with Willow Moon in front. Willow Moon yards to go. Caramanis looking for 4 wins in a day and gonna get there. Willow Moon, 'Tis Susan and Tricky Nicky, and Always Something that Had the Notion.